Quite a day for this launch meeting for Breakthrough Alliance Europe. Tell us a little bit what your expectations are.
It's amazing to see really the world come together here in Paris today. We have people coming in from all over Europe, Australia, North America, Asia, and we're excited to see some of the most advanced innovations that are taking place in digital healthcare, biomedical informatics, bioinformatics, and so it's an exciting day for Paris, an exciting day certainly for Hôtel Dieu and for HITLAB and Kels.
But tell me, where does this idea come from of doing something between HITLAB, New York-based digital lab, and then at Hôtel Dieu here in Paris, really pushing innovation into APHP, Assistance Publique Hôpitaux de Paris?
It's something that came out of conversations with you and with Nicolas and the Merck Global Health Innovation Fund built Toronto. So really this group of individuals, this group of people that came together and said we should be expanding and working together more to help with the kind of translation between and transfer of knowledge between countries, between continents, between institutions. And that's really where, when we look at the history of innovation, and we look at the most incredible medical technology innovations that have come around, the eradication of smallpox, the cocktails for HIV/AIDS, the electronic data capture for clinical trials, medicines, the electronic health records, they've grown internationally because of global collaboration. And so that's really the agenda today, is to help make sure that we're collaborating and cooperating so we can help adopt the best medical technologies, the best digital medical technologies in the world.
And maybe for people who listen to us here, maybe 2-3 words on a bit of a advice or call for action for them today as they get into the meeting.
By far, we have to make sure that, number one, we're being very, very transparent. The transparency is key. Number two, we have to make sure that we're presenting evidence of adoption. So we really want to make sure that whatever is the leading area, the leading technologies that are being adopted the fastest, we need to know why. We need to know how, and we need to know when, because those are the three components of adoption that will help people understand the implementation science, the clinical science around the adoption of digital technologies. And number three, we have to have fun. I mean, this is an extraordinary day in the history of digital technologies, and we need to make sure that we're enjoying every minute of it, because when we look back 30 years from now, it'll be a seminal moment in the advancement of good digital technologies.
Stan, I'm super excited. So wish you a great day, and for sure we'll catch up during the day to see if we learned and achieved what we are planning to.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot. Looking forward to it.
Thank you, Laurent.
Okay, good morning,
Good morning.
Amy. It's great to have you here in Paris. Yeah, bonjour. Great to have you here in Paris for the launch of Breakthrough Alliance Europe. Tell us a little bit, coming from America, why you are here, and maybe what you expect from these 2 days.
Yes, so very excited to be here. Obviously, Paris is a fantastic city, beautiful, as you know. But we're excited to be expanding HITLAB's Breakthrough Alliance into the European market, and to create some alliances and partnerships between basically the European market and the U.S. market, and bring these organizations together to accelerate healthcare innovation to support people globally.
It's quite innovative, or maybe unique, to have this bridge, between a U.S. New York City-based organization, HITLAB, and then at Hôtel Dieu with the support of Kels. I mean, where does this idea come from?
I think it's been, these things don't just happen overnight. It's been, years in conversations. Stan KACHNOWSKI, who runs HITLAB, I know you have a good relationship with him, have been working on this for a while. And it takes a lot of people and a lot of coordination, a lot of effort to make these things happen. So we're excited to be sort of joining forces here, because we can't do it alone. The U.S. can't do it alone. Europe can't do it alone. We have to do it, in partnership.
And why do you think this can be helpful for companies like your former companies, Novo, and maybe other big pharma? While here we talk about small startups. Great. Why is this also important for these big players?
Fantastic question. Big pharma, very risk averse for very good reasons. And they have a lot of regulations, and they're very focused primarily in the molecule pharmacotherapy space. But they recognize that they need innovation beyond that. But being very risk averse, it's very difficult for them to really start from the beginning. So they are looking at these organizations that are doing the legwork and have the innovation and finding ways that they can partner together with them to accelerate, partnering together to accelerate the healthcare innovation. And I think it's really important to remember too that as a healthcare startup, you can have a solution and offering a technical intervention that could be focused in one therapeutic area, but could be leveraged in other spaces. So it's good to have events like this to expose, to show what the startups are doing and expose it to a broader audience, to the larger organizations that have more funding and get more resources to support, partner, and move it forward. But large life sciences companies they're not going to do it themselves. They need the startups to do this and partner together. So it's very important to have these types of events.
Maybe a question about these sessions that I've seen also today and tomorrow, which are speed dating or speed networking, like 10 minutes between executives, you, me, and startups. What do you think is there for startups, and maybe also important, what do you think is there for you and people talking to them?
Yeah, I mean, it's all about networking, people talking together to make, it's that whole idea of if a tree falls in the woods, does anybody hear it? So you have to create, you have to create the connections, you have to build awareness of your offering and bring it to the forefront. And because there are a lot of things, there are a lot of entities in this space, and at times I think it can also get a bit of a bad reputation from the standpoint that, oh, there's so much out there. But through HITLAB, the work that we do, we make sure that the organizations we work with have the evidence to prove that their technology, their innovation works, again, with the evidence and the data to prove it. And that's very important. And that sets you apart from the others that might be part of the noise that's out there at times. So I'm excited that we can connect with these organizations, work with them to help them network with other potential partners, but then also potentially support them with our research that we do to help them with the evidence generation that they might need.
It's very exciting. So I wish you a very good 2 days. I'm sure we're going to catch up as things happen, and we'll see if we get what we expect and what are the people coming up with.
And thank you so much for your help to put this all together. We couldn't do it. Again, it takes partnership. We couldn't have done it without you. So
it's really great. Have a good day.